spirit of linebacker Sam Mills lives on in 2 words. And the sound of the drum reminds every Panther to keep pounding as they get ready for a fight here at Charlotte's Bank of America Stadium. Today, 2 NFC South teams set to tangle. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. On the Falcons sideline is head coach Raheem Morris. His side hoping that one blowout last week will lead to another one here. On the other sideline, head coach of the Panthers, Dave Canales. This guy's no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Kicker Blake Groupie looks ready to get this one started. Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you up here in the booth. And here we go from Charlotte. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out have the Falcons for their first possession. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
Last week was the ideal showing for him and really allowed his offense to feed off of him. He elevated everybody around him. Just got to look at his stat line to see how well he was throwing the ball. 300-plus yard game, several touchdowns, tremendous efficiency.
Run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stopped. Give him 3 on that game. And the Falcons will have a first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Walker on first down. Juke the defender. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Rob flat, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And this winds up a short gain to the 29. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Baker now from the gun. He'll make a big for it on the ground. And will not get any further, but plenty of progress already. This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Walker now from the gun. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish up an excellent opening series. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the Panthers now for their opening drive. I know you love this guy, Brock, a fellow lefty like you, now in his 6th season, Tua Tagovailoa.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the legs that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result. So expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They run once more with Spears. We're coming together a yard there. That's a rookie out of Iowa State, Darian Porter on that tackle.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up third.
Going on third. Tagovailoa. He gets it to Rice. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for Panthers. First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They give to Irving, left side. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago.
Brings up second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. Zone read. Here's a give to Spears. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Tua off the play fake. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Neighbors. Incomplete.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Left side. It's caught by Rice. And he's taken down at the 30. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug of war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Big cross there defensively.
Throw in. Here's Tagovailoa on third. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he gets this forward to the 19. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Irving here from the gun. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
From the 16.
At the 16-yard line.
That's him on the quick hitter. This one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be third down.
A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
Defense showing blitz. Tagovailoa into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Intended for Jake Ferguson.
Blake Grupe on to attempt the field goal. This 32 yards out. It's on the right hash. Grupe sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons taking the field for their second drive. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. First and 10, it's Mayfield. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Falcon first down.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Well, you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep the defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Set up the screen to Chase. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Sent to the ground by Pete Warner.
Chase. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. Here's Mayfield. He's able to hit Ridley. Complete. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Complete to Calvin Ridley. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Atlanta.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's good work. But reset those chains.
He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Eric Armstead there on the stop. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun, Mayfield. He finds him over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. And up to Walker from the gun. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get 6 more on their early advantage. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
Kate, 2 offensive possessions, 2 offensive touchdowns, but even sweeter than that is 2 rushing touchdowns. You are setting a tone and a mindset, and this defense, they better regroup.
McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11. On now is McManus to kick this away.
Set to kick off.
Fielded at the 7. This makes it up to the 25.
Panthers take over first.
Now for the 2nd time, we take a look at this Panther offense. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. First down, here's Tua. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Trying again, following the set. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. To go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. For the gun, Tagovailoa. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a 31-yard play. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
First down, time by Lord to throw. He's keeping it. He'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. That was Montez Sweat who took him down. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Falcons.
Irving on the inside give. And the defense all over this one. Maybe got a yard there as he tried to bounce that one outside. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
2 and out from the gun. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers make it a one-score game in the first half.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body to try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He'll begin his return from the 11. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. Brought in right side. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 46.
Motioning one of the tight ends. This is Walker on 2nd. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 27 on the play. And the Falcons 1st down.
Set for a 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. You look pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Now an inside give to Walker. Over to the right. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
From the ends, the lateral goes haywire. It's out. And they scoop it up. Time to push the line. All right, so they retain possession, but they're going backwards, Brock, after they put it on the ground. Mayfield now from the gun. Finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons now lead by 10. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons drive their lead to 11. On now is McManus to kick this away. Returnable from the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers and Rashee Rice ready for a new series on offense. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 9.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
He's not their bell cow. He's not a breakaway type of runner, but he didn't need to be. He just had to get forward and reach the first down before the defense could pivot and stop him.
Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. Along the outside, he crosses midfield. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out.
That's good for a Carolina.
They're going option keeper on first and 10. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Switching it up here. Tunga by low to throw. This is complete to Ferguson on left. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Another Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. It sure takes a lot of repetitions to make it look easy.
That's some decent running there. Get some forward. It's going to be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Completed over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Took off with it again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a one-score game in the first half. Tua Tagovailoa with the touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Here's Smith on the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Falcons are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffle around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Here we go, second and 9. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Straight ahead, it's Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Montez Sweat brought it down. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Tua off the play fake. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. So they're left facing third and long.
Riley lost there defensively.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Throwing this back in the end zone. Working way too much on that one, bro. Over the end zone and out.
You never defense like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
So on fourth down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. The Falcons are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. First down, here's Baker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at the vault. The Falcons with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. Baker now from the gun. That's complete, Mike Evans. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Atlanta.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Javon Holland there on the coverage.
Throwing again is Baker. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 3rd and short, Mayfield. He's got his man. This is Walker. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Toss play. This is Walker. This run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. They've got first down from the 31. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to have this one down to the 20. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Atlanta.
Final throw before the break. Hits him on the in route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. McManus sends it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the 3rd quarter. And a 1-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Shaheed now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Carolina ready to get things started on offense to begin the 3rd. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be fiery to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. He was defended by Christian.
Shotgun handoff now for Spears. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Carolina Panther.
We set it down, score him at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And he's going to manage a long yard on that drive up the gut. Josie Jewell making that stop. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, here's Tagovailoa. Right side, Ferguson's got it. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield. First down, ball at the 36.
Yards on the play. That's good for a Carolina Panther.
Tagovailoa. Falcons getting close, and they take him down. After the sack, here comes 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Dumps it off to his running back. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Complete to Tajay
Wonder what's in the
Spears.
playbook here as they come up on 3rd and
No gain on the
11.
play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
He was defended by
And
Christian
that's a risk of putting up a
Gonzalez.
jump ball in the end zone. You know, some of these defenders in this day and age can go up and get it with the best of the receivers. That's one they got away with. Should have been a pick and, frankly, a touchback.
It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Now here come the Falcons on offense. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Baker now off the play fake. Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44.
From the gun, Mayfield. Finds the in route complete. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
3rd down, here's Mayfield. Left side into the hands of Warren. We got the football caught, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker, 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
And that's a stop. The offense stayed out there on 4th, but now they're headed off after they turned it over on down.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
The Carolina offense headed out now. They left a few on the table their last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal trying to miss the mark. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Carried by Spears to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
no gain on it.
Tua now from the gun. He's running with it. Tua gets down safely with enough for that 1st down.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
He's slated down to approach here from the 40. Give it to Irving on the option. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Going play action. Tagovailoa. Over the right side. This caught by Ferguson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Panthers, first down.
Here's Tua. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here's Tua on the keeper. He hits the deck after setting him up with first and goal.
The difference right there, Kate, between that game and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Tagovailoa on first down. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Incomplete.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal.
Second and goal.
Here's the give to Irving. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. They picked up 6 on the run. Now they're facing third and goal.
A 6-yard gain brings up third and goal.
There's another for Irving. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up fourth and goal.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a fourth down.
Blake Groupie on to attempt a field goal. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Groupie sends it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Smith on the return. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. Down to the field runs the Atlanta offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Ball at the 33 for first down. Drive begins with a Walker run. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's second and 11. Warren brings this one in on the slant. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First down, Falcons.
And up to Walker from the gun. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you could be a Pro Bowler.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Running with Walker again. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
On the draw, it's Pacheco. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
On 4th down, they'll bring out Blake Gillikin to punt it away. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First down, here's Tua. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
That's good. 4-8.
This is the end of the third quarter. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on 1st at 2nd down.
Midfield. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On the keeper, here's Tagovailoa. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Short side option here. He's running left. And this give not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Terrific containment and poise shown by the defense. They didn't overcommit on the read option and had more than enough guys available to stretch it out and get him behind the line.
Here's 2nd and 14. Dump off caught by his back. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield on their own side.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
3rd and long for him here. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. So 3rd and 16, no problem for them as they get the 1st.
Another Carolina Panther. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Falcons' 18-yard line.
This is Irving on 2nd. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're in 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Irving on the counter. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Panthers take a 4th quarter lead. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with the feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell, stopping you from reaching that end zone.
Grouping adds the extra point. And the Panthers push their lead to 3.
Panthers 27, Falcons 24.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he stopped on the run back at the 27. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Connects on the crosser. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Falcons will have a first. They fake the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. Finds him on the crossing route. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. And he has enough room to gain about 4. So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Toss right side. Here's Walker. And he'll fire him for a few. It's third down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Got a man. This is Evans. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Falcons.
Still on the move. Coming to the line for first and 10. Walker now from the gun. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5.
And it's third down.
Pressure coming. Baker. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
Isaiah Pacheco. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons take a 4th quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this, other than simply splendid?
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead.
31. Panthers 27.
On now is McManus to kick this away. As this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Panthers are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense will probably rather forget. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
That's Conner. He makes the play. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a first and 10.
Good for a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 40.
Tua looking to throw. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Incomplete. The coverage by Zion McCollum.
Throwing again. Here's Tua. Dumps it off to his running back. Escapes a defender. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and in midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
A gain of 9.
Looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
Good for a Carolina Panther.
off the play fake. As the open man downfield. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for him. We've got 1st and 10.
That's another Carolina.
From the pistol, here's a hand. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Touchdown, Carolina! The Panthers have taken the lead late.
The kicker on for the extra
So
point.
what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Staying with Walker. Across the 45 and still going. And he's finally marked down at the 46-yard line. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. Giving a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Setting up to pass. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Here he is to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. On now is McManus to kick this away. Shaheed now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Panthers set to take the field. And we've seen some matching touchdowns as of late, so the scoring coming at a good clip, Brock. Let's see if they can keep this up.
You know what's fun, Kate? After all of these years, I have friends that are offensive guys and friends that are defensive guys. And my friends watching this one offensively love it. The defensive guys, they're climbing up their walls.
Back to throw. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd.
That's good.
They'll look to throw it. Finds the end route complete. And then with the stop up at the 46-yard line. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here he is to throw.
46-yard line.
Big slant caught by Neighbors. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
It's a gain of 11. And the Panthers, first down.
And they clock it 22 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
And 10 yards to go.
To throw. Throwing this back in the end zone. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Falcons will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception.
They'll take over first and 10. And their own 20-yard line.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And they're continuing to survive among the final remaining unbeaten teams across the NFL, as they're now up to a 3-0 start. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from Charlotte.